Hi, in this video, I'd like to tell you why I think you should care about recursive functions. So in general, recursive definitions are whenever an object is defined in terms of itself. And perhaps the purest examples of recursive definitions are in mathematics, any sequence that is defined in terms of a recurrence relation. So for example, here factorial n is defined in terms of factorial n minus 1. And here the nth Fibonacci number is defined in terms of the Fibonacci numbers at n minus 1 and n minus 2. And in cognitive science, recursion comes up in many places, and one of them is language. So for example, here a noun phrase is defined in terms of other constructs that are themselves defined in terms of another noun phrase. So this leads to phrases such as the dog that chased the cat killed the rat. And in this influential paper, Hauser, Chomsky, and Fitch argue that recursion is the only characteristic that differentiates human language from other animal communication. But in this module, what I want to emphasize about recursion is its usefulness as a means of abstraction in programming. So to give a concrete example, let's say that I want to print all the files contained in a directory at any depth of the hierarchy. So here's a natural way I would describe a procedure to do this. So procedure to print all the files inside a directory, print each of the files directly contained in this directory, and apply the same procedure on each of its subdirectories. Done. So here recursion comes up when I say apply the same procedure. And if I could not use recursion, it would be much more complicated to describe a procedure that would do the same thing. But here, with this recursive definition, it's very straightforward to translate it into Python code with a recursive function. And now go ahead and do the tutorial to see this for yourself.